I am very disappointed that all of that excitement at the shed was somehow lost. I showed no indication there was any problem on my end. I don't know what happened. But I will tell you this. I know nobody's here yet, but I found this thing, and we're going to try it out. I'm going to wait till people get here. Then we'll try it out. In the meantime, let's go wash our hands. We're going to have a cigarette. And then we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. Okay, hi. Apparently there was some problem with the last stream. It showed no problem on my end. So I don't know what happened. I'm assuming it had to do with, too little Wi-Fi down there, but it didn't show that as being a problem on my end. So I don't know what happened. But I do know that you guys missed a lot of fun shed stuff. So much fun shed stuff. I brought one fun shed thing back though, and we're going to play with it in a minute. It's a mystery thing. It's a tool I've never seen before. I don't know exactly what it is. It seems like it's some kind of drill, but I'll show you guys. I don't know why my arms are all itchy. Just dust on those boxes or something. All right. No, I didn't poop in the shed. Yeah, we got something we need to investigate in the garage now. It's one of the many things I brought up from the shed to show you. The only thing I brought back up here, and you guys didn't see any of the things I showed you in the shed. And that's really sad because it was an excellent shed trip. I mean, I discovered things I'd never found in there before. It's been a long time since I looked in there. But the other thing is, I could see your chat. You guys just couldn't hear me. I was reading the chat saying, new stream up. And I was like, what new stream? And Ike said, I was reading where Ike said, yes, he mistakenly disengaged the stream software without any stream. I was like, I didn't disengage shit. What's going on? So I could see you guys, but you guys couldn't see me. Anyway, now I need to bring up the chat on the new stream because now there is a new stream. Okay. Oh, wait, it's a day game today, I believe. You saw a mini ironing board? Oh, the camping chair, you mean the little folded camping table? I think D3 might still be trapped there, yeah. Living in their own private world. Okay, now let's go to the garage and let's look at the thing I brought. Well, first let's have a cigarette, okay? I'll show you the thing I brought. We'll have a cigarette and then we'll try turning it on. Who knows how many years it's been since this thing's been turned on. This is the thing right here. It's a drill, I think. It's got a little switch on it. I don't know what this is for. I've never seen like an upwards drill like this before. But we're going to turn it on. I haven't turned it on yet. And see if it works after we have a cigarette. Oh, I didn't bring the thermometer. I left the thermometer in there. I wasn't sure how to... Ridiculously, I wasn't sure how to work the thermometer. Like, it seemed like it was a fancy kind of, scientific instrument kind of thermometer. Yeah, it looks like well, I mean, it looks like you could screw in like a drill bit or something, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Let's have a cigarette and muse a little bit. The better to mount in garage and look cool for having. Oh, I could look through the window. Hello, the unlucky charm. You have a good day as well. I tell you what, I'm going to provide you enough luck to counter your unluck. Bada bing, bada boom. It's done. Yeah, I have that power. I have a lot of powers people don't know about. Then after we play with that thing in the garage a little bit, it's possible that I might make a little lunch and then play a little pond. I could pour some cement, or I could work on my steps a little bit more. I'm enjoying working on that pond, and it's looking like quite a production at this point. You know, I'm about ready to pour some more cement. I want to get the whole thing done with that first coat of cement, so that then I can go through, patch up. My pond. It's not a pond yet, but it's a pond in the making, okay? You can't call it a pond currently because it has no water at all in it, but it's a pond in the making. Hello, Abdigani Abafata. Hello, Abdigani Abafata. How's it going? I wish I had both these things open. Hold on. Hi, Mr. Galaxy. Okay, now I have both the things open. Hi, Simple Girl. So I don't have to go like this to see it. In a little bit, Simple Girl, we're going to go into the garage and we're going to see what this thing I found is. We're going to see if it works. I think it's pretty clear what it is, in the sense that it's some kind of like upward drill. It's like a drill you set down and you push things down on it, I guess. I'm not really sure. I've never seen one before, but I found it in the shed. We brought it back up here. And we're going to have an amazing, amazing, amazing time playing with it. Probably it's going to entertain us for like 1 minute, but that's fine. Do you have Circle to Search? You have an AI phone? I don't even know what circle to search is. Hello, cucumber. Not much. I'm not your grandfather, but that's fine. I am from California. What do I think about life in California? I like life in California. Take a picture, circle it, and AI will tell you what it is. Oh, I see what you're saying. I understand now. Well, I could do that. I do like fishing a little bit. I don't go very often, but I do occasionally. I got plenty of fishing stuff. I got tackle, you know. You use it for tools and parts and stuff. Cool. Acacia says first, let's have a poll. Let's just go play with it, okay? I think it'll be pretty obvious that if they sit on top of your bench drill that you push things down on. So it's like the opposite of a normal drill where you push the drill down. It just sits there and you push the wood down. That's what I think it is. All right, let's go check it out. Oops. Lively Clutch says, Eric, I completely understand why you don't drink anymore. I feel like horseshit. Well, it's not going to be dangerous. Look, it's just this thing. It's made by the Universal Electric Co. That's high quality. You know you got good stuff and it's made by the Universal Electric Co. And it says something there that I can't read. All right, it's got a switch here, which I will show you, the switch. Right there. That's the switch we're going to flip right now. Oh, look at that. It spins around as expected. Still works. Pretty cool, huh? It's got a very short cord, though. Look at how short the cord is. It's got a very short cord. But let's see if things screw into this. Like, for example, how about this? Does this screw in here? Is that as tight as it goes? No, it goes tighter. Yeah, I could screw this in here, I guess. It's not plugged in anymore. Now I want I'd rather put a drill in there, and I could put some wood in here. I put a hole. I got some wood right there. I could put a hole in the wood. All right, let's give it a try with this one. I haven't even opened this drill bit yet. I can't believe I bought a DeWalt drill bit. I swore I'd never buy DeWalt again after I bought that DeWalt generator. And it turned out just to be Generac with DeWalt branding on it. How am I going to open this? Where's like a knife or something? God damn it. Why can I not open this? Oh, here's a knife. I found it. All right, let's take this thing out. Okay. And then let's put this one in. Put it needs to be looser for this one. Now that goes all the way down to the bottom too. Alright, now we'll move this plant out of the way. This is a mess over here. I know it's a mess. Don't workspace shame me. Okay. Here's our piece of wood. Can you guys see? Let me make sure you got the right angle here. Are you going to see Fly Guy, if life was about what ifs and oh my god, then nothing would ever happen. Okay, well, that's a little wobbly. Let's try a smaller drill bit. Oh, this drill bit's pretty good. You know, I think that's fine. If I put it all the way down to the bottom. There, that's better. Well, it does an incredibly poor job of drilling. It doesn't seem to spin very fast. I don't think I'm going to end up using this tool very much. But maybe if I wanted to unscrew something, like there were a bunch of screws in a board. This probably doesn't even, it doesn't have backwards though. Does it? What's this? Maybe if I turn this, it goes backwards. Or this. I don't know. Well, that's about all the things I can do with that. So there you go. That was fun. No, I don't know how to make anything like that. I'm Kong. That's a very specific art, gunsmithing. I would have no idea even where to begin. Then he starts with the hugging again. All right, let's go inside and make some lunch. That sounds fun and worthwhile. I'm pretty hungry. It'll satisfy Acacia. She's hungry. Hi, Popovich. Turn off this light. Quite possibly, yes, Popovich. I'm doing more typology stuff, and that may be something that's coming down the pike. And I'm doing it because, you know, if I could make this channel pay me some little bits of money, it would help. So, a woodworking router is a power tool equipped with a high-speed motor that spins cutting bit to haul out an area on a surface piece of wood. You think that's what that thing is, a woodworking router? Well, it doesn't speed very fast. It's not a very good woodworking router. Or at least it's not very effective at its job, I don't think. Okay, turn on the lights here. So what does everybody want for lunch? What are our choices? We've got hamburgers. I could make sausage rice. You want sausage rice? Let's just go with hamburgers. Let's just go with regular old hamburgers. Of course, we'll put some cheese on it as well. should probably make Rachel a hamburger too. But even more probably I should clean that pan up. Or use a different pan. Alright, pan Nazis. I'll use a different pan. You know what? I don't want to dirty this. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go like this. There. Good enough. Now, I think what this needs is a beer to cook in. Make it a little more interesting. Got alcoholic beer right here. Stella Artois. And we're going to put this beer into the pan. As per Mia. Put these in the trash. Okay. Now, let's wash our hands. Let's make sure our hands are clean. I did wash them after we got back from the shed. I washed them real good, but wash them once more carefully. A little bit of this green soap. And I think I want to wash this knife off, put it back. Something's getting off stuck on here. I don't know what it is. Alright, well, there. Good enough. You need to go back there. And I'll wash this knife off too. And we'll put this knife back, as per Mia. Okay. These things, let's load the dishwasher. Oh, it's foolish. I can put a couple more things in here. Frankly, I just need to run the dishwasher, which I will do in a second. We'll get this. This is a dishwasher square that you put in here. And then I reseal these things because I think I heard someone sometimes say that they dry out if you leave it open. I'm not sure if that's true or if it would matter anyway because it's soap. But I just do that anyway. Okay, Kitty. Kitty wants to go outside. Alright. Let's turn it around here. We're going to go back to the cooking. And I am going to turn on the dishwasher, even though it's a little bit loud. And that's unfortunate. So I keep these scissors out to cut the new cheeses open. This I can put back in here. Alright. We're cleaning, we're leaning, we're being cleaning. He does talk about typology and astrology from time to time. The Korean guy hasn't been around a long time. Eric, what is the most compatible type for someone like you, ENTP? INFJ. INFJ is the most compatible type. ISFJ will work too. But I think INFJ has a longer relationship shelf life because there's some differences that make it more, like it makes it so that, well, like INFJ and ENTP, they're both ultra communicative and not very experiential. So there's compatibility on that level. But it's also the case that some people call that relationship deactivating because it means neither of us is pushing the other one to do anything. With INTJ, I'm not sure that would work that well because it might work okay. It might not be a bad relationship. I mean, I think that could be a very effective relationship. Like, I think any ENTP would appreciate having an INTJ's capabilities at, getting from idea to actually doing something or having things work properly. Because I think ENTPs appreciate TENI a lot more than they appreciate TESI. There. And now we've got these. These are called hamburger patties. They're cooking in beer here in this pan. Just going to let them cook down until the beer's gone. And I can put some other little stuff in there too for flavors. Like, I think what I'll do is I'll just put some of this in there. This steak powder stuff. Put some on each of the burgers. Let that season things a bit. We've got, in the toaster oven over here, we've got burger buns defrosting. And now we're going to get some cheeses out. Whoa, which is enough to make me say, oh Jesus, we're out of cheeses. Because indeed, oh Jesus, we're out of cheeses. These are the last two cheddars. We have a couple of provolones. But I think we might end up going to the store today. We're going to the store in Oakhurst, which is a longer trip, but it lets me go to the Bank of America, which is down there. The Wells Fargo's down there too, but I want to go to the Bank of America. I'm here now in a supportive capacity. I'm so glad, new Stephen Evans, you can support me in my hamburger making. Let me cut these open. OMG, I feel like such a normal person right now. I'm not on any uppers today, but I'm not just slothing around. I'm still having fun doing my thing. It's been a long time since I felt like such a normal person. Okay. Hello, Aunt Dog. Is that what your name is? How are you? We've got burgers. We've got buns. These buns are good enough for already. Because I just needed them to defrost enough that you could open them up. That's good enough. Okay. Now we'll put one cheese on each of those. Oh, right. This goes here. Here. Or I guess it goes there. Okay, fine. So we've got the cheeses on the buns here. Those are going. I need to flip these over. And like literally all of our spatulas are in the dishwasher. Well, I guess I'll have to use my imagination. That'll do. This is fine. Those cook down. Okay. We are ready for a barn rip or two. Time to give me my reparations. I want my reparations too. I'm fluidly transracial, so I get reparations for whatever's happened to every race. Oh no, don't sit on your glasses. I was noticing today that that apparently that's Ike right there in that link. So that's on a video from a guy who's got 3 million subscribers. How crazy is that? The glasses don't belong on the chair because they are black and they blend right in. Do you think that we have 100% sign of someone's type? Sometimes I can be 100% sure that you are a type. Some types are easier to do that with than others. There's no such thing as the white man and the black man, okay? It is true that there were some parties who made up this thing called race and used it as an excuse to exploit and violate the rights of a bunch of people from another country or another land, you know. But in case you haven't heard, Ant Dog, anybody could be enslaved. And slavery's always bad. Doesn't have anything to do with race. If you think it does, then you just bought into the oppressor's rhetoric. Congratulations. I may also just say, welcome to Wakanda. Come to Africa. Here in Africa, we love the white man. There's one piece of advice you could give yourself at 18. What would it be? Put yourself in other people's shoes. Be kind. Don't be such a dick. Care about what's important. But those are things that are specific to me and my failures, you know? If you're a really nice person, but like have trouble getting out in the world because you're so shy or something, the advice would be totally different for you, right? It's risky to generalize advice from one person to another, I think. But no one in the history of the world has been done like the black man and the black woman. Well, I'm black and I don't feel mistreated. Maybe you're just kind of addicted to indignation. You thought about that? That seems more likely than anything else. I can't stop getting off on being indignant about something that happened long ago. That's your theme song. Because that's what happens is people get off on it. You know, they're like, they feel this emotional rush. There's this sense that like, it's kind of like masturbating to justice porn, you know? Okay. I've got some Grey Poupon here. Why? Because I'm fancy, that's why. And everybody knows that Grey Poupon is the fanciest mustard. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Yes, I do. Chauffeured fancy guy. Because I'm fancy like you. Okay. We've got the ketchup, the mustard, the cheese. All that's left is the main ingredient. Let's put these over again. These are done by now, but I wish I hadn't put the whole beer in. You know, I'd like to have these fry in their own grease without the beer for a bit, but this will have to do. I can leave it in a second longer. Maybe I could put a little bit more of this stuff. Make them extra flavorful. Okay. For those who haven't heard me sing his praises before, this is one of the greatest kitchen tools you could get. This spreader thing. This is a Cutco spreader. It's fantastic. Alright. There we go. 2 burgers, hot and ready. Order up. And then, ding! That's how the waitresses know to come get it. And bring it to me. Okay, there we go. You might be saying, Eric, there appears room on the side of this plate for some sort of side thing. You're not wrong. And I'm going to go salt and vinegar. We'll clean up later. Let me get a napkin. Mr. Deer, you must be in the Midwest. I'm out east. Oh, Mother Deer. Well, I'm out west. Yes, D, that's a good example of you provoking. Were we seeking examples of that? I didn't know that's what we were looking for. Maybe you got the wrong memo or something. Okay. I don't need to see, that's right. I don't need to see the chat on the phone because I've got it on the big screen. Did I sleep well? Yes. I think it's funny how when Rachel live streams, she sits in my chair. And when she live streams from the bedroom, she does it from my side of the bed. As though my sitting there when streaming means that, hi, Manu John. Oh, yes. Thank you, D3, for filling that role. I greatly appreciate my moderators and their volunteer efforts. Let's try this. Oh, Rachel's here. Hi, Rachel. You can have the other hamburger. Well, I hope they were Indian feather, not dot. That'd be more fun. If they had pickup lines like, you're like sighting a buffalo in the dead of winter. Okay. I wonder if Native Americans have Native American themed pickup lines that they use. As the wolf runs, so does my heart race for you. Are you sure you're Native American? How? Yes. 1/32nd Native American. You're Manowar? Looks to me like you're Manu. Portuguese Manowar. So Rachel, I'm thinking about maybe going to run 2 errands this afternoon. We need to go to the Indian wheat store, and we need to go to the supermarket. I'd like to go to the Vons in Oakhurst rather than the store here, because we're going to down there, and I don't want to have to go back this way, you know. But also, the Oakhurst store has more stuff, it's like more of a regular, There's various reasons to go to Oakhurst. Also, I want to stop by the Bank of America, so we might as well do all of that. Okay. because tomorrow we have to go to town to get your Klonopin. So since we got to do trip that way and trip that way, we're going to do them on separate days. Howdy, Qatar. Alcantara. I don't get a whole lot of Qataris around here. Rebukiesha? Did you know that at least it used to be the case that people from Phoenix call themselves Phoenicians? Did you know that? I don't know if they still do, but I saw in this video I was watching this morning from Sidetrack Adventures. Anybody else watch Steve? And they showed a article that published in some Phoenix newspaper referred to the people from Phoenix as Phoenicians. Did anybody else know that people from Phoenix at least used to be called Phoenicians? I had no idea. Mm. Yes, both my parents were censors. My mom was an ISFJ though. She and I got along well, understood each other well. She valued me for who I was. You can hide, Ben. Thank you, Fly Guy. No, censor meaning somebody whose cognitive function stack prioritizes sensory stuff. My dad was an ESTJ, and that's my benefactor type. I'm his beneficiary type. That's a rough relationship, benefactor beneficiary. My dad loved me, benefited me a lot, but never respected me or listened to me. Do you know how you're going to die? No. Do you? But yeah, it's rough for both. It's rough for both. Like I didn't know how to make my dad happy because like he wanted to do some. Here's how you fix this thing, and my approach to it would be like, well, maybe I can fix it like this. So maybe I might do it for $1,000, but I don't know. My dad was not abusive at all. He was a great father. He was stern. He's strict. He mostly what happened was he made me do a lot of stuff. Like he made me mow the lawn and made me go paint the rental property. And I didn't like that, but it wasn't in no way, shape, or form was it abusive, and it was very much probably good for me. So he also then made me do like activities a lot. Like he made me go fishing and made me go camping. Again, I was not particularly fond of doing all these things. I just wanted to stay home and play. Now he's dead and I get to stay home and play. I keep looking around for my beard. There it is. There's almost nothing left in it. I need to get a new one. Haven't you heard, D3? Portuguese is the new Spanish. It's really hard to type people from the chat. 966. It's essentially impossible. Every time I've tried in the past and said, you seem to be like, yeah, and then I actually had a chance to type them, I was wrong. But you can try to chat type him. All right, 966. Here you go. Who is my mother's husband in relation to me? I don't think D3 is hitting on you, 966. If there's anybody with whom there's sexual tension between D3 and, it's definitely Ike, not you. Yeah, there you go. Was that easy for you to figure out? Did you have to think about it a lot? Let me ask you a little bit harder one. Can you tell me who my dad's wife's sister's husband's son is in relation to me? My dad's wife's sister's husband's son. Dad's wife's sister's husband's son. You got husbands and sisters backwards. Dad's wife's sister's husband's son. It's your first cousin. I don't know why you have the word step in there, but yeah, it's your first cousin, right? I mean, that's fine if you draw it out with your finger. I visualized it in my head. Like, I visualized dad, wife, sister, husband, son. I visualize like that's how I do it. You know, I don't do it with my finger, but you do an NCAA bracket. I do NCAA brackets too. Of course I do. But I'm always picking upsets that never happen. So that's one kind of TI question. All these TI questions, you can, in theory, develop strategies to there's it's like a TE approach to it, right? Where you have a specific strategy and you implement it and it works. And so it's not completely ungameable. But I could give you a bunch of syllogisms too. Like, if some frogs eat cheese and all things that eat cheese like baseball Is it necessarily the case that some frogs like baseball? I'll repeat it. If some frogs like cheese, and all things that like cheese like baseball, is it necessarily the case that some frogs like baseball? I'm checking one of your cognitive functions with these questions. These questions I've asked here, they all link to just one of the 8 cognitive functions. Your TI, your introverted thinking, one of the cognitive functions where it might be in the stack. That's what it's designed to test. So, you're probably not TI 1, 2. You're probably not TI 7. So, that eliminates a few types if you can rely on both those statements. You could eliminate INTP, ISTP, ENTP, ESTP. You could eliminate ENFP and ESFP as well. If that test can be relied on, when I talk to somebody, I have more of an opportunity to really find out whatever. The I-66, those questions are not an intelligence-based thing, okay? It's just a cognitive function thing. You could be a complete brilliant genius, ENFP, and struggle to get any of those questions right, even super easy ones. So it doesn't. People think those are like intelligence questions. Those are not. Those are. Oh, Rachel, could you start the dishwasher?
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
You can't fit anything else in there.
No, there's room in the back of the standing plates for.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize. Can you? Okay. Can you pour this out?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you think that AI can be good at typing people? Maybe, but it would have to be trained on my typing videos. So I'm gonna wrap this stream up because I want to get a couple things done today, and yeah, in the status quo, it'll type you whatever you want it to. And we're gonna go down to the store. We're gonna go to 2 stores and bada bing, bada boom. So until later, I love you all very, very much. Please don't hide people unless they're like meowing. What did he do? Are you trying to get on D3 or something? I don't think you should be hidden for that. Okay, anyway. Normally I don't second guess my moderators. Hiding's like the death penalty though. And I hate to leave on that note, but yeah, we're going to end the stream because Rachel and I have to go to Oakhurst and the Indian Weed Store And you know, I'll only have so much energy for so long, so we should do that now that Rachel's dressed. This is good too. We'll be able to do this while the dishwasher is going. We'll be out of the house.
Yeah.
The dishwasher is actually quite loud.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So see you all later, and we love you all very much.